Thank you for joining me for Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine and I am here to play today. Yoga doesn't have to always be a big serious production. You can have some fun with it too. So thank you very much to my sister who gave me this t-shirt for Christmas. I'm done adulting. I can't go to Disneyland, so let's just play on the yoga mat. So for Banana-asana, with our arms stretched out long, we're just going to take the right foot and the right hand over to the corners of the right side of the mat. And then we're going to follow them with the left hand and the left foot, getting a nice stretch in the outer left body, looking kind of like a banana here, I think. You could even cross that left ankle over the right, maybe clasp the hands and bring the fingertips together, kind of pointing over to the side, really breathing into the side body here, noticing what you feel all the way from your toes up to the fingertips, inhaling to really stretch that outer left side of the body. And exhale to let go of any effort that you're exerting here that's not supporting you. You really don't need to put a lot of effort into this, so if you're tense or tight somewhere, just let it go. Inhale one more time, let the tension go, and then inhale back to center, reaching the fingertips and the toes. And then let's go ahead and bring the left foot and the left hand to the left corners of the mat and follow them with the right. Again, you can just be loosey-goosey. You don't have to cross your ankle or bring the hands together. Just a nice little gentle bend over to the side body. Or you can add that extra stretch by crossing the ankle and clasping the hands, maybe even coming over to be a more curled looking banana. Inhaling into the ribs and into the hip. Maybe imagine scanning your body. Notice if there's a little tension somewhere, a little tightness or tenderness, and you wanted to show that a little extra love. So imagine that you have a balloon there. So if I'm tense or tight in my hip, just imagine I've got a balloon there, and when I inhale, I'm inflating that balloon. And when I'm exhaling, I'm just letting go of all the tightness and all the tension. Just letting everything go. Scan the body, notice what you feel, and then inhale back to center. And let's go ahead and give ourselves a nice hug, just wrapping the arms around the shin. Maybe rotate the ankles a little bit, just getting all the juices flowing. Maybe point the toes and flex them a little bit here. Maybe bring your nose up towards your knees and give yourself a nice tight squeeze. And then grab the outer edges of your feet here for a little happy baby. Draw the soles of the feet up towards the sky, and we're just going to clasp the outer edges of the feet here, opening up the legs just back and forth, just like a happy little baby. Not a care in the world. Maybe extend the right foot, getting a nice little stretch in the back of the hamstring here. Stretch out the left foot, noticing what you feel in that hip. If this doesn't feel good to you, you can always bring the fingertips around the toes for this yogic toe grab, or you could even just clasp right here on the shins or the backs of the thighs. And just roll back and forth, giving yourself a nice little massage along the sides of the spine. And when you've had enough of being a happy baby, let's go ahead and roll back up to seated. Just use the momentum of your body to roll back and forth, Feeling what you feel in the back. You might hear some snapping and some crackling and some popping. Just do this for as long as it feels good to you. And then we'll come up to a nice comfortable seat and right back around to center. Sitting in Sukhasana, easy pose, which is basically just cross-legged position, just like you would if you were on a playground. We don't get a lot of opportunities to play as grown-ups, but you don't have to take yourself so seriously when you're on the yoga mat all the time. There is a time and a place for that, but today we're just gonna play. So starting in this nice comfortable seat with the sit bones down on the mat, or well, yeah, you could probably do this first part in a chair if you prefer. So we're gonna start here with our hands on our knees, drawing the crown up towards the sky and opening the heart. And we're just gonna rock back and forth like we're riding a camel. Forward and back. And as we come forward, we're drawing the heart forward, and as we come back, we're rounding the spine, drawing the belly button in, really rounding everything, opening up, maybe exhaling as you come back and inhaling as you come forward, rocking, rocking, rocking on that wonderful, wonderful seat. Really opening up through the chest, drawing the shoulder blades out. Maybe lift your hands off to stretch forward a little bit if that feels good. Really coming up. And then switch your legs. Want to even all the hips out. So we're stretching forward and back, kind of taking that cow and that cat up and back. Maybe staying here for a moment, for a couple of breaths, seeing if that feels good, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Or maybe staying back here in this rounded cat position, really letting the fingertips come forward, reaching, 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 and then coming back up to a tall seat. And then we're gonna do cobbler's pose, bringing the feet together in this butterfly position. And you can hold the toes here, maybe even give your toes a little massage, or the insides of your feet. Feet can be out from the body like that if that feels better on your hips, or they can be nice and close in so you get more of a stretch on the inner thigh. And we're just gonna pretend we're butterflies and flap those butterfly wings. They say that when bees are out gathering pollen, the flowers can actually sense that the bees are near by the beating of their little tiny bee wings, and they produce more pollen in response to that. So flap those wings. Maybe they're butterfly wings, maybe they're little bee wings. Maybe you want to flap them big flaps, or maybe just little tiny, whatever feels good to you. And then draw the crown up toward the sky, draw the heart forward, and just kind of hinge forward from the hips here a little bit. Maybe pretend like there's a little pond out here in front of you, and you want to see your reflection, feeling what you feel in those hips, maybe in the inner thighs, maybe the outer thighs. Drawing forward and coming back up to that nice tall seat. Let's come to our knees and then to our toes. And we're just going to kind of squat here. Maybe rock the hips a little bit from side to side. Maybe you can get the heels all the way firmly planted on the floor. Maybe you're still up on your toes, that's okay. Whatever feels good here. Maybe you can push your elbows against the insides of your knees. Bring your hands to your heart and really get into this squat. Next time you inhale, explode up to the top. And then just kind of go side to side. Just rotating, letting the arms be free. Soft bend in the knees to keep them safe. Maybe you want to go really fast here, slapping yourself on the behind. And back and forth. Just finding a little gentle twist, finding some ease, finding some movement, not taking yourself super seriously, just letting it be. Gosh, if you could do this outside in the sun, that would be super cool. I apologize for the light over here in the window. My cat was sitting there when I started this video, and of course she bailed just as soon as I turned it on. But we're just breathing. If you have an animal you can practice with, a furry friend or a little kid, let them join you. Bring them in on the fun. And then let's just start to slow it down. Bring the feet back towards center line. And then let's just take a big, big inhale, stretching the arms up overhead, and just let it all out with a big sigh, coming down towards the floor. And a big inhale back up to the sky. Maybe let it down towards the front. Maybe reach up and exhale back down. While you're down here, just clasp your elbows, bend the knees generously. Just let the weight of your upper body go. Maybe rock a little forward and back. Maybe rock a little side to side. Then change whatever elbow clasp you got going here, whatever was dominant your first way, just switch it up. Do something a little different, a little outside the comfort zone. Breathe here, inhaling into the back body. And exhale just to let the arms go, let the head go. And as you continue to breathe here, begin to roll super, super slow, one vertebrae at a time. Coming back up to a nice, tall mountain pose, looping the shoulders up and back and down. And here we are in mountain pose with our feet firmly planted, our knees softly bent, opening up the heart, letting the tailbone be long, dropping down towards the mat. And just breathing here, drawing the crown up to the sky, open, arms open, palms open, open and ready and hopeful. This pose is your mountain, so think of yourself as a tall, strong, sturdy mountain that can withstand anything. And then let's inhale our arms up and overhead, gentle bend in the knees. Bring the palms together and exhale down to heart space. Thank you so much for playing with me today. I hope you find enjoyment in the rest of your day and every day. Namaste.